Some powerhouse little purple belts here.
That is the perfect way to describe the opening of this match, that's for sure. Look at that beautiful gi, too. Wow.
Oh, that is.
It's pretty. Oh, wow. Right to some back exposure, but she uses it to come up on top instead.
And that's a good chunk of Zoe's game right there. Like, she's big on the De La Hiva, deep De La Hiva, and she's great at off-balancing her opponent with it. She's looking for this double under.
Wow. Beautiful ability to come up from Emily. Because that was a deep double under position, like you said, Kelsey. It really looked like there was going to create some passing exposure. But now it's Emily on the forefront of things. She's jumping up here. She has some exposure for Turtle. I can't tell if her left hook is in or not. It's hard to see her left knee. But I will say that if it's not in, she may run the risk of slipping off here because it's a little premature to hop over without the hook.
I don't believe it's in.
Yeah,
I think it's still here on the outside.
It's a little risky to be here because she may lose the back. But I think that was smart to remove that right knee and go hip to hip now in order to reset the position. And she does now have that left hook in after the reset. And she could tell she's shifting her hips over. She's going to try to pull her over to the left side, and she does get her over to the left side, but it was really smart, I think, of Zoe to re-turtle. And she's going to be trying to keep her right elbow and her knee connected to not allow that second hook in. You'll notice that Zoe's probably going to try to turn and put her shoulders on the ground. She's going to try to put her back down, but I think we might have both hooks in now from... Yeah, we do. Emily has both hooks in. She's already on the neck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is in there pretty deep already. You can see some extension in her hips. She's trying to spread her out.
Zoe looking to fight this choke hand here. She's able to turn her head enough.
Some big extension here. This could be it. Zoe's still fighting, though. Look, she's trying to bring her bottom knee under.
And we've got one hook out, too. So
oh, wow.
Zoe looking to recover here.
Yeah, you can tell Emily's trying to kind of gift wrap at this point. She's trying to bring the arm through and use her right hand to grab Zoe's left hand. But I don't think she's been able to get it all the way through yet.
And that's the thing with, like, smaller grapplers, too, right? They can get themselves into these tiny little balls and start to escape these almost, like, certain death positions.
Mm-hmm. Emily's going to try to either drive her knee to the ground to mount, or she might switch to a knee cut if she turns her knee to the other side. But she doesn't have head control, so she's got to be careful here with the deep half attempt from Zoe because Zoe could use this to sweep and come up on top. You can see her kind of pendulum swinging her legs or her hips back and forth to try to off-balance Zoe. You can hear Zoe's coach is urging her to pass Emily's leg over her head all the way and come out from the back. But you can tell that she's trying to drive her knee to the ground, her right knee to the ground, so the leg cannot come over the head. Although now we see it might be inching over. It's hard to tell from this angle. But, wow,
nice.
She used it to come up on top, but there is a triangle potentially.
Oh, she's got double unders
she has double
here.
unders. You're right.
I thought she was in the triangle, too.
Oh, she switches it to a spider. Left foot. Now looking for the triangle.
She's looking for the triangle, yep.
That knee through, though, of Zoe is going to keep her safe. She had her left knee diving through for a moment there. We're not in the points yet, so even though she came to the top, she won't score there, but they are reset in a much stronger position for her with 5:40 on the clock.
Well, and she got to survive that choke as well.
Nice spider action from Emily. She's doing a great job with continuously off-balancing, so she hasn't been able to... Wow! Lightning fast triangle. Great. She shot up.
Yes, that was beautiful. Great defense from Zoe.
So he kind of shook her off, stayed postured up. Points are about to come on here, so now things might get even spicier. Emily was shooting up those triangles and looking for submissions, but she may opt to play a little bit of a safer game now and trying to sweep to come up on top for the 2 to put herself ahead. Settling into closed guard here. You're going to reset to the center. There's a big crowd here for Zoe. You can hear every time they reset. There's a lot of cheering for her here.
She is out of G13, so she is, you know, one of Bagels' students as well. And she's always down for a fight. She competes consistently with IBJJF. She does the Toro Cup. She's got a good crowd here.
Emily's got a deep collar grip here, and she's starting to attack the sleeve on the same side. She could be using this to pass the arm across and look to the back. She can climb up for arm bars. See her climbing high, but now Emily has that knee poking through.
Well, Zoe's got to keep those elbows wide to really prevent more of like the attacks from a high guard position. Thinking like Dead Orchard, double armbar style. She's got that right knee that she's starting to sneak inside the closed guard, pry it open.
Yeah, again, we talked about this earlier. You have to be a little careful in this position because you can get Hodger swept if you tilt the closed guard open that way to the side where the knee is in the middle, because then you don't end up having a post for yourself. But she looks really strong on top here now, driving those hips in. She drove that right knee down to the ground. She's controlling the top of the foot to prevent the butterfly hook.
And she's small, but she has great pressure. Down to 3 minutes.
Wow, starting to create a little bit of back exposure there from her double under. She had a grip on the back of the pants. She has that right hand sinking through. She is behind both legs, so she has the right angle, but I do think that her foot is stuck. Yeah, you can see her foot is stuck. The left hand grip on the ankle, but it looks like she's going to be able to sink over around to the side and score 3 points for the pass. Oh, and I spoke a little too soon. Yeah, great recovery there from Emily.
She's still in a great top position here. She just has to figure her pass out.
And you'll notice she's keeping her head really deep under the arm. I really love that approach. You can watch how her head is staying low and the top of her head is on the ground. That's going to prevent Emily's left elbow from coming down and getting into an underhook to start to recover, which when you're in bottom half guard, that's really what you're looking for most of the time. She could use this underhook and the head control to come into mount or even pass to the other side, which it looks like she's doing. Although she doesn't have an underhook on the left side, so that can be a little risky. But now, almost passing to the mount, and oh my goodness, a beautiful recovery there by Emily Hansen.
So many advantages that would be given out in this match so far.
Oh, potentially
Going
an armbar. Oh, wow, this is looking pretty deep. She's high up on there on the arm. She's going to step over the body, see if she can rotate around, but this is tight. I think you can tell this is tight based on the way she's defending, but she might have just created enough space for herself. Now we'll see who ends up on top in this exchange.
Oh, we're in a weird scramble.
Ooh.
She's got to watch that underhook.
Jumping over on top of the back. She doesn't have the hooks in or a position to score just yet, but she looks like because she's over the top of the shoulder, this could turn into a triangle. She might opt to come up on top in the mount. Zoe's going to be trying to turn and face her.
Able to negate points from the scramble. Ooh, but we're not in a great position.
Yeah, she's looking to tighten this triangle. Look, she's got her ankle behind the knee now, so this is much tighter.
Lots of really good control from Emily here.
Yeah, she's going to look to extend the arm. She's got 40 seconds, pretty short time to finish this submission, but she's going to look to extend the arm here potentially. She's going to try to hip in and pull the wrist towards her face. She's actually released the triangle and now coming to another arm bar. Hand came up just for a moment there. We see Zoe stepping over the body again. This is the same sequence we saw a minute ago. 15 seconds.
And she's guarding her own arm with her foot.
Whew.
trapping it with her own leg. And we're going to go to sudden death, our second one of the day.
And with that, we go to sudden death. First point, will win. Keep it going, please, ladies. That was the best match today. That's all.
Whoa.
So first score is going to win here. So he sits to the guard. Doesn't have any grips yet. This is dangerous. Sitting into open guard with no grips and the gi. We saw a little bit of like a flying triangle, jumping triangle attempt there from Emily. But now she's back in deep half guard. Zoe did use this position to come up on top before, but it is a bit precarious because you also do keep yourself quite exposed. But again, we saw Zoe come up on top here, so I'm sure she is very confident in her ability. She's starting to tip Emily back and forth.
I'd like to see more control in her right hand of Emily's hips. Maybe go to the belt so you can really start to off balance in that regard.
And Emily's trying to walk her left knee back, kind of sprawl that leg back. Because you want to, when you're here, you typically want to go more parallel and bring your legs close to the person's leg and start to sprawl that leg back. She's starting to come up. Potential attacks are still in play here, though, for Emily. So it won't be called as a score until Zoe is clear of any submissions.
And that's the win. Zoe takes it in sudden death with a sweep.
Wow, what a match.
Incredible. Oh, the crowd loved it.